How's everyone doing? We are back for the next episode of Rocket League Decision Making. Today I am here with someone that I am so damn excited to have on the show. FlashForce4000. This guy is a champion too with 1,200 hours. That's unreal, 1,200 hours. He's seeing amazing growth within his community, and he has a 22-second air dribble. Mind-boggling. FlashForce, how are you?
I'm doing very well, Carl. How are you?
Oh, dude, I'm so ready to jump into these questions. Let's do it. Number one, what is your biggest strength in Rocket League?
I would have to say that my biggest strength in Rocket League has to be my determination. If I see something that I want to do, I go for it at full force. No pun intended. I literally will put everything that I have into it to achieve a goal. I'm extremely determined right now to carry that ball the way that I want to carry it, and I'm not stopping until I can.
Okay. And then flip side of that, what is your biggest weakness?
I would say it has to go along the lines of ranked match. It's hard to say. Like, I think there's two sides of this. So I think I have a certain weakness when it comes to actual gameplay and ranked and casual matches, and then a weakness when it comes to air dribbling. So I think when it comes to ranked and when it comes to casual matches, I think some of my decision making is my weakness. I don't make the best decisions all the time, but that also goes into play with my air dribbling. And that I think my weakness is the amount of time that I have in the game. I think my weakness is that I haven't been doing this for as long as I wish, I would have been doing it.
Do you warm up before you start playing Rocket League?
Always.
What is there anything you do specifically?
Depends on what I'm doing for the day. If I'm doing air dribbling, no, because I'm literally in free play the entire time. When I'm doing ranked, if I know that I'm doing that for the day, what I will do is I'll first go into free play. I'll run around with the ball. I'll spend a good solid maybe 10 minutes, 15, just trying to keep the ball moving as fast as I can while getting good, consistent hits. And then after I do that, I'll switch gears a little bit and I'll go do some different training packs. And maybe I've been working on a lot of like redirect packs, a lot of shadow defense. I try and pick certain things to work on for a good solid week or two, and then I'll switch it up and try something else.
Okay. Let's ask you this. What is one thing that you wish you knew when you started playing Rocket League?
I wish I knew how much dedication it took to get good at this game. I really wish I would have known how much you needed to dedicate to this game to get as good as you want to get later down the road, to be GC or to get whatever kind of air dribble or do whatever kind of mechanic you want to do.
So let me ask you this. Did freestylers catch your attention? And if so, was there a certain one that you latched onto and you were like, yo, that's what I want to do?
DLG has to be the absolute one that has drawn me into what I'm doing right now. When I first started, I wouldn't say that I even looked at freestylers because I would see them do it. I didn't know any names at the time. I'm just like, those people are nuts. I'm never going to be able to do that. Mm-hmm. But as I started to get further into this game, watching DLG's videos, that made me say, I want to do that.
Let's talk style, though. How do you like to play Rocket League?
I'd say I want to be more aggressive, but I find myself being extremely passive. I'm always worried about passing a certain point and screwing my teammate over. So yeah, I'm very defensive. I take my attacks when I get them. So if I see an open opportunity, I'll go for it. But I always find myself pushing back because I'm always afraid that I'm going to be the one that lets it go in the net.
All right. Hey, that's a very candid answer.
It always happens. I find it every game. I'm like, God, I just need to push, man. I'm not pushing hard enough. And I never do it. I'm like, I suck.
FlashForce, so you've talked about it a little bit. You've begun this trail to freestyler, most known for your air dribbles that are improving every single week. What is the hardest part of keeping the ball up, air dribbling it for more than 10 seconds?
You have to be really focused on that ball to keep it in the air. There's a certain spot on that ball, every angle that your car is at, that will get a good hit on it, a consistent hit, and will keep it in the air. So you need to rotate your vehicle around the ball every turn to get that ball to stay in place and get in the air. After 10 seconds, you need to have laser focus, because if you let go of boost for like a second, or if you just blink too hard for a second, it's gone. The ball is going to fall. The momentum's going down. You're never catching back up.
Do you have a certain time that you want to hit?
Yeah, I think since I started air dribbling, consistently, I have set a goal of myself for 100 seconds. I've hit
Unreal.
right. Yeah, I've hit right now. 22 seconds is my max. I want that 100, man.
While taking on some of the larger freestylers in the community, just in terms of your own skill and growth, do you ever see yourself on Johnny Boy's stream in one of those show matches?
Honestly, if Johnny Boy continues to do them, and Rocket League stays alive, yeah, I do. I could see myself doing that.
Flash Force, you balance very busy life. You got a lot going on between kids, family, work, everything you do. How do you fit Rocket League in so well?
I fit Rocket League in so well because of my wife. I have a fantastic, forgiving, loving wife who realizes what passion I have with this game. If I didn't have the support from her, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing.
She's a saint.
She is beyond a saint. Yeah, facts.
All right, here we are at the last question. You've handled them well so far, but this is it. You can only choose one.
Oh,
and
no.
I'm curious from an air dribbler.
Oh, God.
Mechanics or positioning?
Mechanics.
Why?
I'd say mechanics 100% of the time because it is a lot easier to teach positioning than it is mechanics. You can get yourself into a situation, but if you can't mechanically get yourself out of it, you're screwed.
Flash Force, fantastic answers from you. What we're going to do is we're going to pause for just 1 second, but next time you and I are talking, we're looking at some key moments within gameplay. You excited for that?
I'm excited and scared all at the same time.
Let's take a look. All right, so our first moment is actually really quick, like really quick. So right here, ball's going up into the corner. Pinch says no. I want to know, what are you thinking in this situation right here?
And the situation coming up or the one that just happened?
Just like what you're seeing here in front of you.
All right. So what I see in front of me is I had already committed to the play that happened. And I had flown. Yeah, sure. I flew through the air to try and get the 50. I realized that I could probably make it to him. I didn't want him to get any kind of ground pinch and get it past any of us. So I did my job. I got the 50. By the time that I landed, I had already landed past midfield. And I had the momentum that I knew I could probably get to their corner boost. So I saw him going for it, and I could see here, I was like, you know what, I'm probably not going to beat him, but I'm still going to try and demo him, and I'm going to try and put pressure on him. And that's exactly what happens. I don't get the demo on him, but I push him far enough back that where he has to rotate around to his net.
Okay, so my part 2 is going to come a little bit later to this, but let's watch. So no demo, but he is going to rotate out. He's going to snag the boost.
He snags both, dude.
Yeah, which is interesting. But the reason I bring it up is because not too much farther away, we're actually going to see you get a goal out of this. So my question is, would you do anything differently in that situation? Would you go for the boost?
Watching it back now, I honestly would have not been probably as psychopathy and trying to just go for the kill.
Okay.
And I probably would have known, like, he's got the boost. I just need to turn back, drift away, and get that mid boost and hurry back so that way I can support the team. I had, I guess, in the back of my head that, okay, we probably have the clear, right? And that is probably one of the worst mentalities to have, is like, oh, we got this, easy peasy. And then you look back in your rear view, oh, whoops, one of my guys actually just whiffed, or like, wow, they're about to do a 50 on my guy, a low 50 or something. I don't know. So would I have done something differently? Honestly, probably, yeah. I would have turned back, I think, sooner, because I knew that at that point I didn't have that guy beat.
Okay. All right, and that's an interesting answer, which is actually, I want to say, going to transition pretty well into key moment number 2. So right here, your last man back. I'm going to get that giant boost bubble out of the way. There we go. What are you thinking in this situation?
I'm thinking, I see both of you are there, so I'm obviously the back man. I see that the ball had enough momentum that it's getting to me first. So I have a couple options here. One option is A, I can try and catch the ball and dribble it to the sidewall and maybe take it up and go for a shot. Or B, I can go for a boom clear, do a quick turn, and just slam it downfield, because at this rank, basically slamming the ball down the field and getting it on net sometimes is enough to get a goal.
That's very true. Let's play it out. Let's watch what happens. So you're going to go up on the wall. You're going to make that save. That's a great save, if I do say so myself.
Thank you.
My part B to this question, though, is actually a little bit different. Would you attribute being comfortable on the wall in that save situation due to, you know, the amount of free play you do and how much you come off the wall and all of that stuff? Like, how important is that for these real life game situations?
I don't know if I would say that it's because of the freestyle or air dribbling that gets me comfortable on the wall per se. Because when I'm doing air dribbling, it's always the same motion over and over again. Whether I go to the left or whether I go to the right when I'm dribbling, there's no pressure, there's no outside forces coming at me, so I don't feel anything coming, you know, towards me. But when you're in a game situation like this and you get to the wall and you're trying to hurry and turn, swing left, swing right, trying to make a decision, it's happening way faster than it is in free play. Free play, I'm not using boost at all to get the ball up the wall and then bounce it off. So I wouldn't say that I necessarily attribute it to that. I would say it comes from free play of running around the wall. So you need to take some time and get comfortable with turning on the wall. You need to go drive around the wall as fast as you can. Do dodges along the wall. See if you can stay on it without hitting the floor. Drift left, drift right. Can you maintain yourself on the wall while still coming back around? So I used to do that a decent amount. At this point in time in this game, I hadn't done it in a long time. So it must have been, you know, muscle memory, I guess, of just remembering what it's like to turn on the wall.
That's great advice. That really is.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, well, I mean, we get out of that situation still 0-0.
This was scary. That I honestly, I thought that I had screwed up there.
No, hey, and the little touch away was enough to really do enough. So this is it right here. Key moment number 3. You're coming down the wall. Yep. That ball's right there. We talked a little bit offline how maybe for you going up for that in that situation, you might not have done that. But we're here now, okay? Right. You got Kobe up. Rest in peace, Kobe. We love you.
Rest in peace.
And it's just you 1v1, but you're coming down awkwardly down the wall. So I want to know here, you know, what are you thinking?
I'm praying that this dude is slower than I think he actually is going to be, and that I'll try and get a 50 out of it at least. The best thing I could possibly do is put a little bit of pressure on this guy, because I'm close enough where this is going to happen within less than a half a second away. So if I fail at this 50 at getting this, then I can turn back quickly. But by pressuring him and forcing him to hit the ball away, that then gives us possession.
Okay. Do you remember what you do? Do you think, is that what you do?
I think what I do, if I remember, I mean, my guess would be that I come down off this wall and I jump towards him and nothing happens and he clears the ball to our end.
All right.
I don't remember.
Let's take a look.
Go after. Oh, he missed. He whiffed. Okay.
So he whiffs.
Complete whiff.
Yeah, and you're driving away. So this is actually, you know, like this is one of those key moments. Here's that goal that I'm talking about. Great shot.
Yeah. Thank you.
One of those key moments where the safe thing to do is probably turn in that situation.
Right.
You're also lead man, so you could go. So my question, like, would you still turn? Would you pressure? You know, like if you could do it again?
Honestly, no. I think I probably would have kept the same situation again, like the way that I just said it, where even though in reality he missed, if he wouldn't have missed, he was pressured so much that he had to hurry to that ball and hit it. And you could tell by his angle and how he was going to hit it away. He was not going to have control of the ball anymore. So it was just down to our team being able to capture that possession and bring it back to their end.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, what is that? 3 moments done. Moment number 4. Again, things are moving quickly, Flash Force. We're right here. Now, this is interesting.
Okay.
I had just met Cinnabites. You have been playing with him for a while, so you know his game style.
I do, and it's funny.
Okay. You know, Flash Force definitely has some content with Cinnabites. Please go check it out.
Yes, please.
So in this situation, you know, you have full trust in your teammate, correct?
Correct. But I also know Cinnabites.
Okay. So let's watch what happens, and then it's pretty self-explanatory. So we're gonna look for corner. Unfortunately, he's gonna miss. It happens. It really does. So
that's one of those moments where it's, oh, that's Senna.
Yeah. So would you do anything different? Like, would you still, go for boost? So here's one more thing of really why I want to like highlight this clip. I'm gonna go back just a little bit.
Sure. Yeah. You can replay it if you want.
Let's back a little bit more. A little bit. There we go. Sorry, Kobe.
Yep.
Okay. Now ball's coming out.
Yep.
So right here, you just got full boost.
Right.
So, like, I want you to take that into consideration. Are you still going to back him up? Are you getting ready to turn? Hey, this is champ level 3s. There could be a pass coming. Would you do anything different?
My mindset here, like, you see where I was headed. So, okay, if you back up, actually, like, you can basically read my mind and what I'm thinking here. So, I hit this corner. I see him going, and I see he has possession, right?
Yeah.
At that last second before my camera turns away, he's got it. There's no question in my mind. That ball is his. There's no one near him. So you see what I'm doing right here. With the angle of my car, I'm going to far post because I know that if something happens, I can cover him. But once I notice that he has ball or should have ball, then I give up on it. I'm like, okay, I've used up some of my boost. I'll just quickly go get the corner, and then I'll make my way back to far post again. So if you play through, you see me do that. I go to far, and I'm like, oh no, he doesn't have it anymore. It's gone. A classic case of trusting teammate. That was a little selfish on my end to think that I needed to just give up and go to corner because he had it, when what I should have done was, hey, you know what? I've got 70 boost. That's more than enough to do whatever I need to do. Go to far post and cover just in case something bad happens.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest. As you explained it, your decision making makes total sense to me. First time I watched it. And that my immediate reaction was like, oh, I would have covered. But hey, hindsight is 2020. Like
I'm sorry, there was no one around him at all. I'm pretty sure that what he did there was like side flip and it was gone. And then they just had open possession of the ball. It's like,
his comms in that situation too. He was like, no. Like,
that's classic Sin.
Cinnabites, I love you, man, if you're watching.
We love Sin forever.
For sure. All right, so 4 moments in, key moment number 5. If you've watched the first part of this gameplay, you're gonna realize, hey, they're pulling ahead a little bit. That's fair, okay? But coming up to key moment number 5, let me ask you, like,
what a whip.
How often do you watch your replays back? Ever?
Honestly, not very. I do not find myself watching replays very often, and the reason is because I don't play as much ranked or just competitive gameplay anymore. Like I'm getting back into it now. I've really convinced myself that I don't want to completely lose all game sense and just lose the mechanics of being in game. So I'm going to be playing more. But when I did play more, I did watch replays, and I would watch my angle, and I would actually pick someone from the other team and watch their angle.
Okay.
I would usually pick someone that was maybe on the higher end of the score just to see maybe what were they possibly thinking with how my gameplay was going. Like I watch myself. If I see myself sitting way far back in the backfield, I'm like, what am I doing? Like there's no threat. They're not clearing the ball and getting it into the goal. I need to go sit midfield at that point. So I need to do it more now. I have not watched replays barely at all recently.
You're setting me up for key moment number 5. So in the interview, you talk about how you stay back passively because you're so worried about things that happen. Key moment number 5. 5 seconds away. So right here. Now, you could go for that ball. You could not go for that ball.
Sure.
I'll give you a hint. You might not be going for that ball. What are you thinking in this situation?
So my thought now, we just watched the play. So you saw me do that sort of stutter jump, and it was because I was going to go up, and I saw that you were up in the air. So I knew, you know what? I knew that you were in the air, and I knew that he was coming for it. So I was like, you know what? I got to get back down to the ground. I don't have a choice. So I got back down to the floor. I know that you are back off to our left. I see that Sin is basically going to their net. So it's practically me, right? It's me against them at this point. Mm-hmm. So what are my choices here? My choices are I could just turn right now and let him get possession of the ball and dribble all the way to me, and then it's basically a 2 or 3v1. Or the ball is moving to him, he's moving to sidewall. So my possibility here is that I need to force him to kick that ball away from him. So what do? Fake challenge. You go towards the ball, he hits it to get it away, and you turn and actually get it on him.
Crushed it. All right.
Yep.
Key moment number 5, fake challenge. That's what I have written down. A little bit of a fake challenge. He's going to get rid of the ball.
Smashes it away.
Yeah.
Gone.
And you've got possession back. The ball is going to float up in the air. A little bit of a bump. It's, I mean, hey, we look like a real threes team.
Classic.
And that's going to get you one more save for the score sheet. So, let me ask you right there. Are you happy with that decision to fake challenge?
I'm extremely happy with that decision. I think that was a great move because no one really ever expects it. They expect you to just go all out all the time. They don't expect patience like that. So when you show it, they don't know how to react. And what do? They monkey it and they just hit it away. So it's really more of a matter of capitalizing on those moments when they do that. So like, okay, they finally hit the ball away. What now? Yeah. So being able to take advantage of those moments is what really can win a game.
FlashForce, you gave great answers, man. 10 seconds to go. We are not going to pull this out, unfortunately, but I think that really gave us some great talking points. So let me ask you right here. Great pass inside. I swear to God, on my screen, the ball literally just phased from one place to the other. But hey, what do I know?
We had like 2 seconds left. What does it matter?
Question number 1, overarching theme. Number 1, would you change anything from your gameplay?
For the overall game, if I could change anything about my gameplay, I'd say... Oh man, it's such a hard question because there are a few things that would probably that I would have probably done differently as like an overall theme or factor, if you will. Okay. I think positioning. I think my positioning could have been a lot better in different situations. If I would have been sitting in a different spot than where I actually was, I feel like we would have had a better chance, maybe not necessarily a winning chance, but a better chance at winning a 50 or maybe winning a certain different type of challenge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thoughtful answer. Question number 2. Overall, FlashForce, are you happy with the decisions that you made in this game?
Overall, I would say yes. If we were to look at the percentages, I would say that more than less, I was happy with a lot of the decisions that I made.
All right, fantastic. Yo, you crushed this so far. You've been an amazing guest, but I know that you're not just here to humor me and talk to me about my life.
Of course I am.
You're a good guy.
Hey, you're a good guy.
Thank you. Let's do this for 30 more seconds.
Carl, we got this.
Tell me what's going on for you. Tell me about streaming, Twitter, everything else that's going on. You even had someone recognize you in this game because, dude, your tweets are becoming fire. Talk about everything.
So I try to be everywhere, man. I try my best to stay active in as many places as I can without completely burning myself out. We've mentioned it before. I'm a husband. I'm a father of 3. I have a full-time job as a cinematographer, video editor. But on top of all of that, I also have the stream life, content creation, right? So Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, you name it, Discord. We have so much going on. The Discord community has popped off in ways that I never would have imagined. It's been less than a year, and we have borderline 1,300 members. So that's absolutely insane. I would have never imagined this. So I'm able to have opportunities to do a lot of things with a lot of different people and hopefully motivate some people to do things that maybe they thought was outside of their comfort zone. And I've gotten so many DMs from people everywhere that they are looking for help, or they're thanking because I maybe helped them get somewhere, or they saw something on my stream. They're like, you know what? You told me to go do this and I did it and it's actually working. So that's really my end goal, is I want to be as helpful to other people as I can be.
No, but your Discord is incredible. So
thank you.
All of that's going to be linked down below. Is there anything else that you want to mention before we go?
I want to honestly, I don't know who from my community, from the Flash Mob, is going to see this, but I really want to thank every single one of the Flash Mobians, if you will, that support me, that help me, that are active, that are just supportive to the community in general when it comes to Rocket League, because we want to do nothing but lift this community up. And there's so many people in it that are supporting each other. If I could recommend one thing to anyone that is listening, I would highly recommend, not just for my sake of joining, but for the sake of you hopefully being able to grow. We want to help you grow. Come join my community. Come join the Flash Mob on Discord. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up on Instagram. I'm available, guys. I'm always willing to talk. I answer every single DM that I get. So never fear like I'm going to leave you in the dark. So come watch me on Twitch. I am live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8:30 p.m. to whenever, which is typically midnight or 3 a.m. because I'm stupid and I don't go to bed. But I would love to have you in my chat. I would love for you to come play games with me.
Fantastic. All of that link down below. Flash, you're amazing. Everyone else, let's, stick around for some final thoughts, and then we'll wrap it up.
Carl, you're awesome, dude.
Gotta be honest, that was a ton of fun, but let's talk about some quick takeaways. Number one, focus on your goals. Flash Force talks about focus on air dribbling quite a few times. Apply that to air dribbling, double touches, reaching GC, and you're going to get there quicker. Number two, the defensive positioning. He talks about how he wants to become a little bit more aggressive. You need to find a healthy balance. I would take that away from this video. And then third, lastly, his Mobian, Flash Mobian, whatever he wants to call it, that is a great community. They have a ton of stuff going on all the time. There is a link down below in Discord. Make sure that you grab that. And other than that, thank you very much for watching. Flash Force, one more time, thank you to you. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. Comment down below. Let's talk about a few things. I want you to get involved. Subscribe if you want to see more videos. Thank you. Bye.